Okay, here we have a teaching microscope. This particular microscope is a tri-head, so you can have one teacher or a student on the main head, and then you can have students on the other heads. They are rotatable, so depending on where somebody is sitting, you may want them rotated to the opposite side. Even the main head will rotate. This particular version is a trinocular. So it has the trinocular photography port. This is so that you can attach cameras and video equipment. This is a trinocular lever. You pull it out so that the light will go to the top trinocular port as well as to the eyepieces. You push it in so that 100% of the light is distributed to the eyepieces. All of these are binocular heads that allow for intrapupillary distance, 55 millimeter to 75 millimeter, depending on the distance between the user's eyes. Each one of these heads also has a diopter adjustment. Here you can see the diopter adjustment. The diopter adjustment is on one eyepiece only. The diopter is so that each head can get both eyepieces in focus at the same time. They also have rubber eye guards. There's a variety of rubber eye guards that came with this. The rubber eye guards cut out the stray light to allow for better imaging. These are wide field 10x eyepieces. The microscope also comes with a pair of 16 power eyepieces. These particular eyepieces have a 22 millimeter field of view. And they also have the symbol on them for the eyeglasses. That's for people wearing eyeglasses. They can use these high eye point eyepieces while they keep their eyeglasses on. You don't have to have eyeglasses on when you use them, but it's okay if you do wear eyeglasses. You can use these eyepieces. Some eyepieces are not that way. You have to take your eyeglasses off. This unit has a pointer. It's an electronic LED pointer, and it's superimposed on the image. It's an arrow pointer. The outer button you turn to increase and decrease the intensity of the superimposed LED pointer arrow. This button simply locates the LED pointer. So, for example, the student may point to a particular object on a cell, and then all eyepieces are able to view that exact location. This cord is for the LED pointer. This particular microscope is an auto voltage so it accepts any voltage between the range of 85 volts and 265 volts. So it'll work for USA voltage, Europe, Asia voltage, also 50-60 hertz. This is the on-off switch. It's a large and sturdy microscope. Has a low position XY stage movement. This is the Y position. This is the X position. And those are on the right hand side, assuming the user would be facing this side. It has a Kohler illumination, Kohler field diaphragm. So there's an iris. There's an iris in this base, and it's adjusted by turning this knob. I'm raising and lowering the light condenser. These knobs center the condenser in the optical light path. One way to center it is to turn down this iris. Then look into the eyepieces, and you'll see this iris. And if it's not centered, then you use these knobs to turn and center the condenser. You may be able to see the condenser moving now as I turn these knobs. You need to center the condenser for the best optical image. The condenser also has an iris in it. You can close down this iris as needed for a higher contrast, a slightly darker image, and as it turns down, you get a slightly better resolution. When you open up the iris, you get more light. But depending on what you're doing, you may, if you open it up all the way, you may bleach out some specimens. So you may get a better image if you turn it all the way down to get higher contrast. You want your condenser up high, close to the stage, close to the bottom of the slide. This knob is used to remove the condenser. Simply unscrew it and pull the condenser out. This is a slide holder. This microscope is an infinity corrected optical system. You can see that by the infinity symbol on all of the objectives. It comes with a 4, 10, 40, and 100x objective. You take the power of your objective, like in this instance it's 100x. You multiply that times your eyepiece power, which is a 10 power eyepiece. This combination of objective and eyepiece would give you 1000 power total magnification. 40 times 10 would be 400, so this combination would give you 400 power total magnification. If you were to use a 16 power eyepiece, then it would be 16 times the 100, which would be 1600 power. These particular microscopes have plan objectives, so the plan gives you a flatter field. That's not a standard objective. These are higher cost, higher grade objectives. This is called the nose piece. You simply rotate the objective that you want into place. This is the focusing travel lock stop. This is to protect the slide. Often the slide will be broken if you raise the stage too far up. So you have to be careful with that. If I want the stage to stop at a certain point, I turn this lock stop and lock it into place. And then it won't go up anymore. Then I have to release it, and then it'll go up further. This is the fine focusing. This is the coarse focusing. On the other side, I have the tension adjustment. If the coarse focusing is too loose, I can turn this knob clockwise, and the tensioning, it becomes harder. If it's too tight, and I turn it back a little. This microscope has a more ergonomic 30-degree angle. The 45-degree angle is a little harder to look through for most people. 30-degree is more of a preferred angle. On some trinocular teaching microscopes, actually on some three-head teaching microscopes, they might only have a mono head on the ends. So this is a benefit by having the two eyepieces for all three stations. One other benefit is the ability to easily change the light bulb. Do not touch the light bulb with your hands. It gets oil from your fingers on the light bulb. That shortens the life. This particular bulb is a 12 volt 30 watt. Very easy to change the bulb.